And some people will test positive with the urine, test positive, she's pregnant, have all the nausea and vomiting, breast heaviness, fatigue, being tired for no reason.
Okay.
And can be even getting a bloating stomach, showing the person is pregnant. But it's unfortunate the person will come to the hospital, you take a scan, and you see something we call hydatidiform mole. You might miss your period, but it might not be pregnancy.
Thanks for watching us. For if you are new here, please become part of the family. We're on a journey to share useful and then valuable insight into everything childbirth, everything pregnancy. So this is your go-to channel. If you have not subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button,
and we will be glad for you to share your comment.
The other time I was talking to a friend who was like, I feel like I'm pregnant, but she wasn't too sure. She's missed the period, and there were really things that she thought, and sometimes the guilt comes when she feels like she's done, what I mean? She's done something, with someone. And so it feels like, she might be pregnant. So she actually ran a test, bought this kit, and it appears that, she was telling me, she was even explaining to me those double lines and all that. Right. So as someone, who has been in the field for some time, right? Let's look at my friend's case. Could she be pregnant? And what do you think she should do? So you take it one by one for me.
Okay. Thank you once again. And a shout out to all my lovely people. Your comment and the thumbs up is making me feel so overwhelmed. Thank you once again. And with your friend's question, it brings about the importance of going to the hospital. Immediately you think, you feel, you've made a test and you think you're pregnant. Some people think they are pregnant and they come to the hospital, and by the time you run out the test, they are not pregnant. Somebody will ask why, how. It's very true.
Really?
It's really true.
Okay.
The fact that you've gotten 2 ticks on the test kit doesn't mean you're pregnant.
Okay.
It is ideally very key, very important that you go to the hospital for it to be confirmed. The reason why I'm saying that is somebody might say, I've missed my period. So automatically, I've missed my period like for 2 months, so automatically I'm pregnant. No. You might miss your period, but it might not be pregnancy. Because even stress can change your menstrual cycle.
Okay.
And you might be having something we call PCOS.
Okay.
And that one too can even stop you from menstruating.
Can you break the PCOS down?
What I know is it's called polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Okay.
Yes. So with those kind of conditions, sometimes the ovary is inflamed. Some of them, like a whole issues with the ovary.
Okay.
The whole issues with the ovary. I think we're going to take that PCOS and talk about it in one of our. Because a lot of people are experiencing that thing, and they are very worried about it. How to go about it? We're going to dive into that thing.
Is it normal? Like, is it normal for women to really experience something like that?
With the ovaries, it sometimes get inflamed due to infections and stuff.
Okay.
But with the PCOS, it's gone more than that.
Okay.
With some people, it can disappear on its own.
Okay.
Some has to take medication, and some of them, it can even go to the extent of leading even into surgery because there might be a tumor, something over there. So we'll come back to that one.
Sure.
We will really delve into that situation.
Sure. That'll be nice. Yeah.
But I want people to know that not having your menses doesn't mean you're pregnant.
Okay.
2, somebody might tell you, I didn't see my period and I'm having heavy breasts, like tingling of the breast, which people think is always part of like
the signs.
Okay. But there are people, before they even have their menses, they have that heaviness of breast. Some people who are on contraceptive, there are some of the contraceptives, they give you that tingling or that heaviness in the breast.
Okay.
So this mustn't let you think that you're pregnant. No.
Okay.
Also, people will always say they are throwing up, they are having this nausea and vomiting, like early morning sicknesses. So she missed the period and she's vomiting and throwing up, so she thinks she's pregnant. No. Nausea and vomiting can be as a cause of gastrointestinal problems.
Hey.
Sometimes to like when somebody gets fever, like pyrexia. Pyrexia is when your temperature goes high. Conditions like anything that relates to any diseases or any infection, anything that relates to with your with your temperature going up can cause you to vomit. You can be having just malaria and you'll be vomiting.
Okay.
Early in the morning. Sometimes you vomit early in the morning, but during the day you are fine. So you vomiting early in the morning every day doesn't mean you're pregnant.
You're pregnant. Okay. Okay.
So what I want to emphasize is you really have to go to the hospital when you think you've missed your period, when you think you're pregnant, when you think you're having all those signs and symptoms, we think it's pregnancy. Some people do the test. And the moment it takes to hooray, they'll come to the hospital, and by the time you realize it's an ectopic pregnancy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, if it can be with the ectopic pregnancy, we have the ruptured and unruptured. With the one that is not ruptured, it's not painful. We will know how to go about it to take it off.
So hold on. I mean, for me, it's about, you know, if you say ruptured, unruptured,
So
just break it down a little bit so that.
With the ectopic pregnancy, somebody might be in the house, say I'm pregnant, but she hasn't come to the hospital to take a scan for us to know exactly where the implantation is. It has to be in the womb. But with the ectopic pregnancy, it happens outside of the womb. And most of the times it's on the fallopian tube. I know we're going to get a picture of how the womb looks like. It will definitely pop up for you to see. And what I'm talking about, the fallopian tube, how it looks like. So when the implantation doesn't happen in the womb, but happen outside of the womb, and it forms on maybe the fallopian tube. It's an ectopic pregnancy.
Okay.
And when it's there, it can be there. It has not ruptured. It's still there. But the moment you come to the hospital and it's being seen, a scan is taken, and we see it, we can do an emergency surgery on it, take it off.
Okay.
Some even some hospitals, they're even to give medication that can bring it out. When you see it as early as possible.
As early as possible. So,
but if you should wait till it ruptures, you might die.
Okay. So that's why it's very important
very
that
key.
When you feel you're pregnant,
you come to the hospital. Some people stay at home. Oh, let me wait for 3 months. Let me wait for 2 months before I start going for antenatal. No, because even the antenatal, when you start, it's not consistently every week. When you come in for the first time, you are even booked for 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. It's when you're getting near to your delivery stage, that is when they give you like 1 week interval.
I see.
So why do you stay home to that extent? And some people will test positive with the urine, test positive, she's pregnant, have all the nausea and vomiting, breast heaviness, fatigue, being tired for no reason. And can be even getting a bloating stomach, showing the person is pregnant. But it's unfortunate the person will come to the hospital, you take a scan, and you see something we call hydatidiform mole.
So let me take you back to what you mentioned again. In fact, the word is so heavy. I cannot.
Hydatidiform mole.
Thank you very much.
You can simply call it molar pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
So this is when the sperms fertilizes with an empty egg.
Can you paint a picture for us to understand what an empty egg is?
So so coming down to, let's say, a normal egg, you can open an egg and there is nothing in the egg. I don't know if you've experienced that before.
Sometimes they say the chicken, the family planning.
So maybe even the egg might be there, but it's not. It doesn't contain it's not healthy. It's not a healthy egg. So it fertilizes with this sperm, and they form a jelly-like substance, which looks like grapes. It's a tumor, though. It looks like it's a grape-like thing, like a fluid filled in sacs. But the sacs are small, like how you hold the grape, how you see it. And that one will be in the tummy.
So that's what triggers all the...
because it's just a sperm that has fertilized an empty egg. So it will give you all the signs, everything. You'll be feeling I'm pregnant. You'll be throwing up. Your tummy will keep on getting bigger, and you might think you're pregnant. Some people can stay home for like 4 or 5 months, and they are now coming for antenatal. And they come in and you take this and it's a big blow, it's a big shock.
Wow. I think it's very, very important that.
So it is very, very important. So instead of you waiting to the 3 months, to the 4th month, to that extent, why don't you come in early? Because you coming in early can prevent a lot of complications.
Nice one.
Some of them, they come in and you realize after taking the scan, maybe she needs to do this. Maybe the baby, where it's formed, you should not be doing heavy exercises. You could do a mild ones. Sometimes the baby is not even very visible, so you'll be asked to go and come back in maybe a week or 2.
Yeah, I see.
And this really helps. So with our audience, we're trying to educate, let people understand that pregnancy is not just about the symptoms or everything you experience, but it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
So if you think you're pregnant, you're experiencing anything,
the hospital,
just go straight to the hospital.
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything else.
So finally, before we sign off, is there something else you want to say?
The one thing I want to all ladies to know, and men should focus on is, don't wait till the last minute.
Okay.
Don't wait till those months. If you think your wife, your girlfriend, anybody closer to you looks pregnant, don't wait. Just assist the person, talk to the person. You need to come to the hospital. And if you're able to identify if it's a pregnancy, you know your way forward.
Yeah.
That is much more better than waiting till the dead end. And some people, they've been married for years and they're expecting a pregnancy and they'll be waiting. By the time they come, it's a big blow and they'll be crying. I've been carrying all this thing for this 4 months, which is not a baby.
Insightful. I must say that, look, if you feel pregnant, if there's something happening to you, it will not take much to say you want to visit the hospital so that everything that's going through your system, I mean, you've got professionals who are there to help you. And I believe that is very great. We love you. And as always, make sure you subscribe and share if you haven't done that yet. If you found value, let us know in the comments below.